What's up, gamers? It's me, NoblesN, back again another video, and today we're talking about Splitgate. For those of you who didn't know, Splitgate 2 came out in June of 2025, and then they on-launched themselves, which is crazy. I've never seen a game on-launch itself, but that's what happened. Fast forward to December 17th, 2025, almost exactly 6 months later, we get Splitgate Arena Reloaded. So now I know you're wondering, what are the actual differences between Splitgate 2 and Splitgate Arena Reloaded other than the name change? Why did they on-launch it and then relaunch 6 months later? Well, in this video, I'm going to break down all the major changes between Splitgate 2 and Splitgate Reloaded and tell you my thoughts on it. So hopefully you all enjoy. Stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest. So what is the single biggest change? If you only take one thing away, what's the biggest change between Splitgate 2 and Splitgate Reloaded? It's they got rid of the factions and the abilities. For those of you who didn't play Splitgate 2, when it first launched, it was all based on factions. There was 3 different factions. There was Eros, which are like the fast guys, Meridian, which are like the support, I guess you could say. And then I don't know how to say his name, Sabrask, maybe that's right. The orange dudes, they were like the tanky people. They each had their own weapons and their own abilities and their own ultimates and all that good stuff. All of that's gone, which in my opinion is a huge W. That was my biggest complaint. I hate when it's like hero shooter-esque, just not my type of game. I want my arena shooter to be an arena shooter. And now it's just an arena shooter. There's no more classes. You just like, you have your creative class, then got Call of Duty, but weapons are no longer locked to certain factions. Abilities are just not in the game. There are now pickups on the map. Most of them got removed, but all the cool ones, like there's OS. If you're coming from Halo, there's OS, there's speed boost. Power weapons are still a pickup, of course, but the base character that you play as, you're no longer restricted to your faction's weapons. If you could rep a Sabrask skin and use a Meridian weapon, it doesn't matter. And then there's still the perks. They've all been what perks remain, and the new ones added now can be used at any time. There's no more restrictions to your gameplay, which I think is a huge W. I'm really happy, especially with the abilities being pickups. I thought they were just going to get rid of the abilities outright, but having them be pickups, it gives me those Halo 3 vibes. For those of you who are new to the channel, Halo is my main game. I'm taking a break from it because 343 is doing some dumb shit, but that's neither here nor there. I come from Halo, so I'm going to make a lot of Halo references, all right? And this, not gameplay-wise, but gameplay style, I guess, feels more like Halo 3. There's pickups, both powers, and power weapons, which I think is much better than the old faction style, hero shooter style they had in the original launch. This obviously made a pretty big change to just the core gameplay of the game. Now it's just like a straight classic arena shooter. You know, everyone's on equal footing, focusing on movement, aiming, good plays with the portal, and no more like trying to counter pick classes. Because before, each faction had their own like ability. I do not remember any of them off the top of my head, but like, let's say Meridian was like, hey, everybody heals faster if you have a Meridian on your team. That's just not a thing anymore. They got rid of all that. It's much more just classic arena shooter with the pickups and everything. And they even have a cool mode. It's called Classic Arena Mode. It has a fixed loadout, so everybody spawns with just the assault rifle and the carbine. I thought that was pretty cool. It's just a mode, so if you don't want to mess with that, you can just unselect it. It's just a social mode. But that's pretty cool too if you want like a true fair starts classic arena feel. But over under on that, just that core change, I think is huge. I think that alone is worth checking it out, but there's still more to come. So when Splitgate 2 originally launched, it launched with the like arena shooter portion of it, but it also launched with 2 additional modes, one being a Battle Royale, a 60-player Battle Royale, and the other one being Onslaught, which is a 24-player mode. Both of those modes are no longer in the game, Onslaught and the BR. However, they did say they will be re-adding them after they rework them, specifically working on performance, and I imagine it's going to need some tweaks with the whole faction overhaul no longer being in the game. But if you are only here for Big Team or the BR, just wait a couple months because it's not in the game yet. They're reworking it. Hopefully it'll just play better for everybody. I personally did not like Onslaught. I'm not a huge fan of big team battle in any games other than like Battlefield, but that doesn't count, right? But the Battle Royale was actually pretty fun, in my opinion. I'm not a big BR guy, but I did enjoy my time. Maybe it's just having fun with the portals
and the map was really cool. There's like a bunch of different zones, but none of that is here right now. That will be coming later. But on the arena side, we did get some new content as well with the rework. We got 5 brand new maps and then 6 reworked maps from Splitgate 1. So technically 11 new maps in Splitgate Reloaded. And then we got new weapons. We got 3 new LMGs. There was just no LMG archetype before in the game. Now you can pick, there's Meridian Arrows or the Sabrask LMGs. Those are all in the games now for your loadouts. You can try them. You get them all right off the rip. And then they also brought back the railgun as a power weapon pickup. That thing slaps. I've been having a lot of fun with it. And then the map creator, they call it the lab. Think like Forge from Halo, but it's called the lab. That's still in. I just figured I'd throw that little cliff note in there since so much got removed. But that's still there, just so y'all know. Now for some of the more boring changes, but in my opinion still relatively important. The big one being the progression system got a complete overhaul. The Splitgate 2 original system was super grindy and incredibly confusing. You'd have to like study it for most progression systems. Like, oh, get XP, level up. That's how it is now. Makes a lot more sense. Before it was so convoluted for no reason. But we have like a proper progression system. You got 75 rookie levels, and then after that you get 1,000 challenger levels. What does that mean? I have no idea. I'm level 69 or 70. We'll go 69 because it's a funnier number at the time of this recording. So I haven't got to the challenger levels to figure out what that means. I think if I read the blog post right, think like the MCC Master Chief Collection tour system. That's kind of what it sounds like, but I can neither confirm or deny that until I get some more playtime in. But there is a proper progression system. And for those of you who did play Splitgate 2 way back in the day, they threw us a bone. All of your progression got carried over. For example, I started off when I launched Splitgate Arena Reloaded. I started off at level 63. I had about 25 hours of Splitgate 2 in, so you can do the math if you want to. I'm not gonna. 25 hours got me to level 63, and all of my weapons I had used already had levels. So like all of my ARs, I didn't have to re-level them up. They all started at level 10. The highest is now 13. I think before like the highest was 20 something, but I could just be tripping and getting it mixed up. But neither doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if you played Splitgate 2, you're not starting over at 0. All of that progression carries over. You'll be at some point in the career rank, and you'll have whatever weapons you used leveled up. So that's pretty cool. It's a nice little bonus for us who went through the original launch. They also added player stats, leaderboards, and daily rewards. The daily reward is literally just log in. It's nothing crazy. Think like Halo 5 rec pack. So you just turned on the game, you got a free one. Same thing. Cool, I guess. Why not, right? Then beyond that, they redid their UI to make it a little more simple and a little more clear. I think it looks fine. No complaints from me there. They nerfed store prices. Now the most expensive thing you can buy is $20. I remember at launch, like one of the cheaper bundles was $25. So now the most expensive thing is cheaper than the cheapest thing. Still way too overpriced, but it's free to play game. They gotta make money somehow, I guess. But store prices now have a max of $20. You never have to fucking pull out the $50 gift card just to get a fucking skin. That's cool, I guess. But yeah, store update, new UI. The big thing is the better performance and the better progression, a proper progression system. So is Splitgate Arena Reloaded worth it? In my opinion, is it worth your time to go back and check it out? If you enjoyed Splitgate 1 or if you enjoyed Splitgate 2, 100% yes, because it's just Splitgate 2 but better. They got rid of, honestly, all of my complaints. My biggest complaint about Splitgate 2 was the factions. I hate that shit. That's just gone. It's way less confusing. There's a proper progression system. There's more maps, more modes. There's a mode select now. So think like how in Halo Infinite, you can go on quick play and just pick the modes you want. You can do that now in social. So that's pretty cool. They did a ranked rework. I've not stepped into ranked yet because they also reset all of your keybinds and sensitivity. So I've been trying to lock in my sensitivity again. But it's a free game. If you enjoy arena shooters, 100% check it out. I plan on grinding this game a bunch. If you enjoyed Splitgate 1 or Splitgate 2, definitely check it out. You'll like it. It's the same game, but better. Was it worth the on launch? Yes, but maybe no. I don't know how the popularity will go. Hopefully it builds back up. That's my biggest concern, honestly. Every time I stream it, people go, holy shit, this game is still alive. Because nobody understood. Everyone just remembers Splitgate 2 launched bad, and then they on-launched the game, because that's such a crazy thing to do. But, you know, hopefully we get some fucking hype trailers on TikTok or something, and people start coming back. But, I mean, it's free. It's not like you're losing anything by trying it out. If you're an arena enjoyer and you're sick of playing Halo Infinite or whatever other arena games are out, the finals, I don't know, I can't think of any right now. Just go try it. It's free. It's fun. I've been having a blast. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you all next time.